Hey, what up, guys? Feel go making videos when I can. I'm gonna talk about what's in the description above or below. Before I do, I just want to say I saw Spider-Man Far From Home recently, as well as some other movies. I did like it better than the first one. It's just still kind of weird that they changed up a lot of things to make main characters. I know they don't ever once call MJ Mary Jane, so I know that technically it could be like an alternate dimension. That like you kind of have to go in knowing it's not your version of like Spider-Man for the '90s. It seems very ultimate Spider-Man. But I digress. It was still a pretty good movie. Stuff with Mysterio was pretty cool. Won't say too much. Uh, yeah, definitely makes me want to play the PS4 Spider-Man game. Definitely pretty cool. I don't know if it's the best Spider-Man game. I find Zendaya, whatever her name is, the girl that plays Mary Jane, kind of annoying. I really didn't like her as a Disney character back in the day. But and this Spider-Man's very awkward and young. He's a young Spider-Man. He's not like the older Spider-Man. So like I guess I'm really just accustomed to that Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie, as well as the comics versions and my Mary Jane. Not MJ. But I digress. Still was okay pre movie. The Silver Mysterio was pretty cool. I won't say too much more, but definitely check out it. Let me know. So with that said, I want to talk about the topic I got at hand. So I've been reading like really two comics right now. That is Unnatural. As you can see, I've talked about it past and before. I just got some of the back issues, and I'm also been reading Snot Girl for a while. As you can see, I got a bunch of issues about her. As I flip through them, and I'll talk about one more comic. The only reason I want to talk about them is because I've been noticing a couple of trend in them. They are both mysterious and kind of thrillers. They're very indie-ish, so definitely check out if you're into that, like, of that, thriller murder mystery thing, or like, there's a mystery amongst these comics, like what the plot is. But they also have an element of touch of love and romance, which I find interesting. I'm usually not into that stuff, and maybe for Snot Girl not as much, because it deals like all her friendships and having friends, but you can tell there's a hint of it, like you see it from that cover, where their past relationships and their friends, make friends and stuff. So it's definitely kind of interesting to see on that, as far as romance in comics, from again, this is a dude perspective. Yes, there's a lady that writes it, and she probably has a visual appeal to it, insane, but it's still created by a man. Same as what, Unnatural is surprisingly created by a woman, and has the same romance novels, elements. I'm not really big into like romance elements, comics, whatever. But of those two, I would say those are probably the two best ones right now. They're very indie. One's by I think it's Image. Yeah, they're both by Image right now, and like for Image, just like that, very indie and different. It's kind of interesting. Image is not my favorite one, but it's definitely kind of cool that they're doing that. The only other one I want to talk about, which surprisingly is another Image comic, is as I got this big stack. And this is directly not really too much of a touch of romance, but there is elements of it, which is the hack and slash. And we all know my love for hack and slash. Now it's all about mods and everything, but it seems there is somewhat, and it's mysterious and a thriller there or whatever. It is more horror element, horror and action, as I would say. But you do get a touch, a little bit of romance, because at the end of the day, especially if you read the conclusion of Beatles 5, I know 6 just came out, so I'm behind. I just picked up the one that you see as Hack and Slash versus a Crow. She's fought other people. That's a show of masterpiece. But that is, her relationship with Vaughn, as he's in the everyone. As like she looks at him as a brother, but like obviously he sees, he wants to be more than that. And they discussed that in the comics, especially the big conclusion. And she kind of gets to know her life with Georgia Peaches, that stripper, that like in for a while, and that kind of like balances her story out. And she deals with like her sexuality a lot, as like she likes men, but she also likes women, and they talk about a lot of that, and just being normal, and like as far as like romance and that. Which Snot Girl seems like is touching a little bit on that. I'm not too deep into Snot Girl right now. I gotta read issue 11, 11, 12, and 13. But I definitely get that too a lot with Unnatural as well, as far as her sexuality finding. She also like, I think it's Pumpkin Man. she has a relationship with him too, which is kind of interesting. I kind of wish they would have done more with that, which they might if they ever go back to it, because that was an interesting thing. Because they were like all in love, but he's like a monster just like that, and like he gets infected. Unfortunately, he kind of gets it wrong. It's some more weird stuff, but you know, I just was like reading those and I had to touch about that as far as like love romance in the comics. Those are always some interesting thoughts of that, and I'm not really into the whole romance thing either. You know, so that was interesting. These elements of comics. I was like, oh, there's some interesting romance in comics. Those would be 3 to check out. That's Hack and Slash, Unnatural, and Snot Girl. But yeah, so with my Spider-Man, Far From Home thoughts and this, and this video on the 6-minute mark. You guys take care. This video, I'll sign off. Go on to peace. You guys take care.